What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to another adventure with me, JD, and my cup of coffee. So this is my third time to attempt to record this, and we'll see how it goes this time. First time the game wouldn't launch. Second time I forgot to hit record. Number three's going to be the one, right? So we've got something new on the burner, as you can tell by the title. We're going to be checking out some Star Citizen with some good coffee. And the idea behind this is that I've seen a lot of content pop up for Star Citizen as I kind of started delving back into it. And I was like, hey, it would be kind of cool to start a blank account and do kind of a 0 to hero and show people just what it's like to truly begin the game. And I'll make all the classic newbie mistakes, or I'll at least explain the things that a brand new player in this world is going to struggle with, get frustrated with. And I'm going to show the bugs. I'm going to show the glitches. I'm going to show everything. And I don't know all the best strats to do in this game. So we'll struggle through it together. So let's launch the game. And hopefully we're not going to be revealing anything super important on my account info as I log in. But it doesn't matter because it's a blank account. There's nothing on this. Now, my main account doesn't really have much either. On my primary account, I have a what is that ship called? An aUEC Avenger Titan, which is like a $75 starter package ship. And I have a Cuddy Black, which is like a $140 starter package ship. But I didn't buy 2 starter packages. I bought one ship as a standalone. Anyway, one's a small courier / fighter. The other is a more of a medium class ship, but it's kind of an all-arounder. The Cuddy Black is the medium class all-arounder. The aUEC Avenger Titan, or aUEC Avenger Titan, is more of the small, fast, zippity-doo-dah courier ship. So what we're going to be operating on is a ship I've never flown. It's called the Mustang Alpha. It's the cheapest, most basic starter pack you can get. It is $45. If you're interested in checking out the game, that's the one we're going to be playing from. So we're going to go into the persistent universe. It's going to take us through a startup here, Biotic Corp, where you do your character creation. Now, the character creation is undergoing constant changes. It's pretty cool. If you have one saved, you can load it from here. You can save ones that you set up. You've got randomize, or you've got randomize all. So if you start hitting this, you're going to get some crazy randomizations. Okay. Now, it'd be really cool if I could get one that just looks like me, but that's probably not going to happen. So we're just going to go with the next best thing, which is this guy. We're going to turn down the number of freckles that this guy has, as well as the sunspots, because my skin doesn't look like that. And can we? Yeah, okay. So we should do a side by side, shouldn't we? Okay, let's go change the hair up here. We need to change the facial hair because we definitely need some mustache. I actually liked the size of that beard to go with the mustache. That would have been nice. I wish I could have both. Oh, nah, I used to have a beard like this. I don't anymore. What's the next? Is that the closest I can get to mine? Because, like, that's a good beard, but I want a stash to go with it. That's too thin. I guess we're stuck with this one. All right, this is gonna be us right here. All right, so we got a mustache. Now we got some eyebrows that we can adjust on here. Okay. We don't want to spend an hour in the character creator here, but we'll spend a little time doing it, right? Okay, no. Is that my eyebrows? Not quite. It'll work. All right. So now we can start playing with the colors. So you've got your beard colors, you know, right here and all this. Okay, so we can dye the roots. We can do some variations in here, right? And we'll just make this more brown. And let's get some gray in there. Not a lot of gray. Actually, I don't really have any gray in my hair, but I do in my beard. we'll get some gray. But it's not like gray like purple. And it's just a little. Like that's too much. Bring it down. We just got a little like right in here. See a little fluff of gray. That'll work. It'll work. We'll go with that. Alright, I really don't care what the character looks like, so instead of messing with this very much, there's a lot you can do with it, okay? Just so you know. You can come in here and you can adjust the DNA, you can sculpt, you can blend, so you can come through here and you can find specific features of a specific face that you like or don't like. So let's say I like this chin. I can select this chin and I can start blending it. I could select these eyes and I could start blending them. If I like this nose, I can start blending it. And there are a bunch of these different faces that you can scroll through, and you can look at them and be like, oh, I want this from this guy or that from that guy. So play with it. It's pretty cool. I believe you can mess around with other parts on here, but I'm not going to. We're just gonna, do I have one saved? I bet I don't, because I did a reinstallation of the game last night. I don't. That sucks, because I had a guy on here named America. America was great, so that's fine. We'll save this as 0 to hero. He's going to start off looking like a 0. Save. Okay, but I do want to, one last thing here. I do want to get rid of something on here, if I can. So what are my choices as far as skin goes? That'll do. I just want to get rid of some of this redness around his eyes. Oh, this is makeup. Got it, got it. Well, you get really close in there. Lipstick. Oh, so you get okay, got it, got it. And you got a bunch of different hairs, by the way. I'm not going to mess with any of it. We're just going to leave it like that. We're done. Yep. Save. Confirm. Accept. Do we want to play the tutorial? Yeah, we'll play the tutorial. Why not? I haven't done the tutorial. So let's go see what the tutorial is. It's going to start us off in the Stanton system. We're going to start off in New Babbage. Do I want to do... No. We'll do Orison. We're going to start off in Orison. You'll find out. So we're just going to choose to start in Orison this time. So Orison is located high above the clouds. Orison is built upon a military-constructed latticework of inhabitable floating platforms which Crusader industry uses to manufacture their large-scale ships. The shipyards themselves are famously beautiful and have made Orison a prime tourist destination in the Stanton system. All right, let's click play game. This location will become your primary residence. Are you sure about this? Yes. And I'll bring you guys back on YouTube whenever this loading screen finishes. All right, so let's start off. We're in bed. Welcome to Star Citizen. To get up from bed or seat, press Y. All right, we're going to hit Y. We can see at the top we have begun the tutorial. First thing we got to do is exit the bed. So we're going to exit the bed by hitting Y. And this is our starting off bedroom that we can kind of look around. You can see control basic movement. To look around, use the mouse, Mobiglass, and journal. Press F1 to access your Mobiglass and select the journal from the bottom row of icons. All right, so we'll hit F1. This is going to open our Mobiglass. This is kind of one of your inventory UIs. You've got home, where we can see contracts, we can see notifications, what law jurisdiction we're in, what is our current crime stat, how much gravity is on the planet that we're in, is it safe to breathe, what is the current pressure of the atmosphere, what is the external temperature, are we, under any radiation. Currently we have no fuel or ammunition readouts because we have no ship data loaded. Our health is over here. It tells us what our current health is, body temperature, heart rate, oxygen level, and drug level. And if you'll look right down here, this tells us what our current level of hydration and nourishment is. Now on the package that you buy, if you buy the base $45 package, you're going to start off with 25,000 UAEC is what this is. And it stands for, or actually it's Alpha UEC. And the UEC portion stands for United Earth Credits. Anyway, there are other menus in here. There's our health, where we can go look at more information, such as conditions and effects, active drugs. There are the comms, so if you have friends online that you want to talk to, this is the global channel. You can join the audio if you want to be in voice with all the people on the server. I wouldn't advise it. Contracts, this is kind of your missions and your quests. The tutorial is going to pay us 15K just for doing the tutorial, apparently, so that's pretty cool. You've got maps. Okay, right now we're looking around a map of floor 7. This is the room that we're in. We can see that this is part of Orison Crusader stand, and we can zoom this out by scrolling our mouse wheel. This will let us look at the planet that we're on. If we zoom out even further, we can see that this is the Crusader solar system, or not solar system, but planetary system. And if we zoom out even further, we can see a bit more, and we can see that we are part of the Stanton solar system. Stanton is the star. Okay. So from there we can go over to the journal, which is what it told us to do. Tutorial, welcome to the verse. If we click here, welcome to Star Citizen. You have just stepped 930 years into the future, where humanity has spread across the stars under the rule of the United Empire of Earth, also known as the UEE. While many humans spend their lives never leaving their home world, there are those who choose to travel aboard advanced starships, braving outlaws, hostile aliens, and hazardous conditions to seek their fortune. Currently, you are in Orison, above Crusader, the second planet in the Stanton system, a great distance from humanity's origins in the Sol system. The 4 planets in the system are owned by megacorporations who each purchased a planet from the UEE and now govern their own region of space. They are Hurston Dynamics, Crusader Industries, Arc Corp, and Microtech. Orison is the main platform of the floating city that perches high in the clouds above the surface of Crusader. From here, the tutorial will guide you to Seraphim Station, the space station in orbit above the planet that can serve as your gateway to further exploration of the Stanton system. Okay, so this is where we are. This is kind of the backstory. Right now we have no assets, but we are aboard Crusader. If we did have assets, we could come into Orison and see. Right now we've got a Mustang Polar livery, Stormbringer livery, and a Guardian livery. I believe those are paint jobs for my ship. We have no reputation because we haven't done any jobs for anyone yet. We could give away our money if we wanted to, but I don't really want to give away my money, so I'm going to leave my wallet alone. And the last portion of this is landing. So this is an app in the game for you to refuel, rearm, restock your ship when you are docked. And then vehicles, where we can go and look at the loadouts of our ships. Now, our first ship is the Mustang Alpha, but we haven't claimed it yet, so we can't look at it yet. All right, so there's a brief overview of the Moby Glass. Now, you'll see these little gold icons. This is how we know this is an objective or a quest. So we're going to walk over here, and if you look, I'm moving super slow. Why am I going so slow? If you scroll your mouse wheel forward, you will begin to speed up what your basic speed is. So now we're going fast. And if I hold shift, I will start to sprint. Okay, so right now it wants me to drink some water. So let's grab the water by pressing F. And if you look at the bottom right, it tells us to drink, hold left click. The little arrow with the line under it means hold, or I can tap it once to sip. It's wanting me to drink it. So I'm going to very quickly put this into third person mode by hitting F4 twice. Actually, I'm going to do it right here. And then I'm going to hold Z and pan the camera around so you can see this is what we look like. We're going to hold down left click. We're going to start drinking some water. He's going to pour it into his nose. All right. So we've drank some water. I'm going to drink all the water because I want my hydration to fill up. So as we chug a lug, we can see hydration levels are on the rise. It seems like I'm dropping bitrate for some reason right now. I do not know why. We'll look at that in a minute. Okay, just checking something with the stream. Not sure why that's happening, but that's okay. All right, let's grab the burrito. We're going to eat that next real quick. So once again, you just hold down left click and you'll munch down on a burrito and we'll recover sustenance. All right, so now it wants me to equip my helmet. There are various things that we can interact with. We could carry around a cup of coffee, but this is what we're looking for, the helmet. So if we tap F, we'll grab it. Now, I can equip it by left clicking, I can store it by right clicking, or I can hold left Alt and F to look at the pit menu, which lets me do various things such as actions, player actions, weapon selection, Moby Glass, item actions. I'm going to go ahead and equip the helmet. A shortcut for this equipping of the helmet is, I believe it's Alt H. Yeah, Alt H will let you take your helmet off and on very quickly, just so you know. Now keep in mind, this game is in early access, alpha. You're going to experience a ton of bugs. Okay, this screen right here, when you see these are item storage access points that allow you to access your inventory from around the station. I don't know what this right here is, but this is paint jobs for my ship. I think we're going to do the Stormbringer, but I don't know how to do that yet, so we'll figure it out in a minute. Anyway, it wants us to open the door and exit. Okay, let's open it up. All right, what does it want me to do next? Let's figure it out. Take the elevator to the green circle lobby. All right, there's an elevator over here. Call the elevator. While looking at the control panel, hold F and use the left click to select the floor. Now it's talking about in here. Hi there, friend. I can invite this person to my party, but I'm not going to. I don't know who they are. So by holding F, I gain control of my cursor, and I can go to the lobby. Or I could go to a different floor if I wanted to by scrolling, but I just want to go to the lobby. Alright, so this is green circle lobby. It wants us to view our area map. Viewing the map is hitting F2. It's not, oh, maybe it's not F2. Oh, it wants me to, oh, I see. It wants me to walk over here and view this map. Okay, so we'll open the door. And we'll walk right down here and take a look at the area.
The next shuttle is approaching the station.
Okay. Showroom, Crusader Industries, PDD, Customs Bureau. Cities and space stations are filled with signs to help guide you. You can also access a map on your mobi-glass by pressing F2. Okay. Green Circle, Habitation Apartments, and Elroy's Coffee Shop. That's where we are right now.
Passengers.
Okay.
The shuttle
and I do not know my way around this city. So we're going to go see where this is going to take us because I have no... What does this say? Skyway Shuttle Providence Station. Yeah, we want to get in this. And it gives you a countdown. There's a little clock right there that tells you when the next shuttle will arrive and how long before it departs. And this tells you where it's going to take you. So Providence platform is where this one's going to go. It's got some item terminals right here. And by the way, these videos for this playthrough, they're going to be long. They're going to be like an hour long each because they're going to be unedited. We're just going to play it as I stream it. All right, so we want to get to August Dunlow Spaceport is where we want to go. So it's telling me to walk over there. We're gonna trust the tutorial. Head to Kelto. Oh, it's gonna take me to a store. We're gonna go shopping first. Let's walk over here and do some shopping. I'm gonna sprint. Okay, we're gonna open up the door here. And we've got Kelto. What else we got in here? I don't see anything else, but we'll go in here to Kelto. Okay.
Hi, welcome.
Hi. So, you would think that you would want to talk to this guy and do business, but he doesn't have anything
You
for
can always
you.
use your Mobi if you want some more details on what we have in stock.
So you can look at anything they have in here and you can buy them. For example, this is Wow Blast Desperado Toy Pistol Magazine Gun Ammo. 10 caps. Like a cap gun, right? You can buy them for 3 credits each. We've got 40,000 in our wallet. Right here we've got some chocolate bars. Over here we got some magazines, it looks like. And then we've got an assortment of guns. Now you can buy these things straight off the wall like we're looking at them right now. That works. Or you can come over to the terminal. Why would you want to buy off the terminal instead of off the wall? When you buy off the wall or off the rack, you buy one item. When you come over to the terminal, so let's say I wanted to buy a bunch of ammo for a weapon, right? Let's say I had just bought, I don't know, what guns do we have here? We'll select personal weapons here. All right, we're going to buy we'll buy a pistol. Okay, there's our first weapon purchase, an LH-86 pistol. Okay.
Good purchase.
So now I want to get some ammo for it. Sorry. So we need... Do they really not sell the LH86 ammo for this? I'm gonna be okay. It's right here. I was about to be very sad. So if I click right here, I can do a quick buy as we just did. But if I click right here, I can buy in quantity. Well, let's say I want to buy 21 magazines. So we'll buy those. Now it says delivery destination.
Smart
The
buy.
items that we just bought did not go into our inventory. Like as in our personal inventory, which we can access by hitting I.
Hi. Thanks for
You can
coming
see
in.
we have nothing in here. So what we need to do is we need to walk over to an item terminal. And there's one just outside this place. We saw it as we walked in. There might even be one inside this place. I don't know. But right over here, we've got an item terminal. And if we hit F, we can take this pistol and we can either drag it into a spot or we can double click it. And so now that's armed on my leg. And we've got 4 slots that we can equip with ammo onto our chest plate. So we'll just double click these and it'll load them up for us. So we can see. I'll zoom in a little bit. There we go. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just take 4 more with us by splitting those off and pulling it over here. That works. Okay. Now we want to head to the Orison Skyway Transit Terminal. Okay, let's go. This one is about to depart, so I need to hurry. I'm not gonna make it. Oh, let me on. Ah, it left me. I gotta wait 30 seconds. No, a minute. I gotta wait a minute for the next one. Wow. All right, while we're sitting here, let's look at some game options that I want to adjust. So graphics, I think it's on full screen. I want to put this into borderless. Makes my life easier for streaming and recording. Let's go through here real quick. We'll leave most things just how they are. Motion blur, off. That's gross. Chromatic aberration, off. Film grain, off. I don't really care a lot about the rest. Back. Return to game. Okay. Nothing's here yet. Okay. Coming back into the options right quick. Let's see. Game settings.
The next shuttle is approaching the station. The next shuttle is approaching the station.
There's our shuttle. We're
Last
turning
call for
aim down
passengers.
sights on.
The
I'll
shuttle
adjust
is
some more
preparing to
options as
depart.
we go. Board the transport. All right, we're in the transport. We're going to be good little
Please
star
clear the
citizens
hatch.
and sit
Shuttle
down.
will be departing.
Maybe. To the left. All right, we're sitting down. Oh, man. Now, if you have a webcam hooked up and you can include some other applications for this, you can actually set Star Citizen up to do a head follow, eye follow. They call it F over IP, face over IP, and it will control where your character's head and eyes are looking based on where your head and eyes are looking. I'm not using any of that stuff, but pretty cool feature. The world is very beautiful. So these are all the floating platforms of Crusader. This is kind of a city in the sky. I'm wondering if it's a gas planet. I don't know. Might be. Never looked too much into the lore of that. We're going to get up because we're about to dock.
Approaching next station. If this is your stop, please prepare to disembark.
This is our stop. So we're going to prepare to disembark.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
All right. Tutorial. Our first flight. Locate the fleet
At Orson
manager
Skyway
terminal.
Shuttle Service, we aim to make getting there half the fun.
Okay, that's over here.
Please enjoy your flight.
Now, I don't use this space station ever, so I'm gonna have to learn my way around this one, but you're gonna use elevators a lot in this game, so get used to it. This is kind of how you move between areas in Star Citizen.
A friendly reminder to check for your personal belongings flights and to dispose of any trash at appropriate receptacles. No stress,
We
no
want
mess.
to go to the August Dunlow Spaceport. Okay. Go this way. Locate a fleet manager terminal. There should be one down here. And we can kind of look around as we go. Authorized personnel only. Do this guard. Come back soon. Crusader Industries. So these terminals allow us to pay fines and citations if we get a crime stat. That much I know because I've done it a couple of times on accident. If you see something like this is a rental place where you can come and rent ships. We'll investigate that later, I'm sure. We don't need to rent a ship right now.
Thanks for coming in.
We don't have enough money to rent much of anything anyway. So hangars. Take a right over here.
Or relaxing by Green Circle's infinite spa, with shuttles arriving daily. What are you waiting for?
And then we've got all these lovely retrieval terminals. So we're going to hit F,
Welcome
activate the fleet
to the
manager.
aUEC vehicle retrieval system.
Now, right now, we have an anvil. This is not the ship. Oh, this is a rented ship. Where's my ship? This is not supposed to be my ship, but we'll rent it. That's fine. So we claimed it. It is now stored. We're going to retrieve it. I guess this
Vehicle
is part of the
selected.
tutorial. This is very new
Stand
for me.
by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
All right, so we can see right over there, there's our small hangar with our Anvil C8 Pisces in it. So we'll open the elevator up. That elevator doesn't want to cooperate. We'll try calling a different one. That one opened. Oh, no, no. All right, we got M1. Let's go to my hangar. Impatience. It kills me in this game. Okay, so this is our hangar. We can access item inventory in here. We can access our fleet manager from in here. So we want to go board the tutorial ship. Okay. There are a few other things in the hangar, but we'll talk about them later. So this has ramp access. We can open it from back here by walking up and hitting F. It might have other access points. Let's see. I don't know about this particular ship. It does not. All right, so we'll just step on up here. We'll close it real quick. A little bit of space for cargo. Walk up to the pilot's ship, hit F, and we'll sit down in the pilot's seat. I said ship, I meant seat. Basic controls, ship flight. To turn on the ship systems, hold F and use the cockpit flight ready button or press right Alt R. We can look at the bottom right corner right now and it says to toggle the power of the ship on, hit U. Okay, I'm going to hit U. Well, actually, let's do what they're telling us to do. So hold F. Oh, they're wanting me to actually come in here and click flight ready. So that's the same as pressing U.
Advent Aerospace. All systems online.
Now, what it wants us to also do is it wants us to come right over here to this. And you can use your middle mouse button to scroll in on it, or you can click on it by middle mouse click. Click menu, and click comms, and then call the Orison Landing Service, and they will dispatch us.
You are clear to launch.
Now, another way to do that, I believe by default, it is hotkey to Alt-N. I tend to move it to the minus sign on my number pad. Now, to lift off, you want to hit spacebar.
Take off.
Okay? When you hit spacebar, you go up. When you hit control, you go down. Spacebar take off, control will go down. Okay, so we want to spacebar, and we're up. If we press in, it will take up our landing gear. So if we look right over here, this green area says gear. That means our gear is down. And if we look back here, our gear is indeed down. If I hit in, my gear will come up and the light will turn off. W will take us forward. We are now going forward. Now, pilot our tutorial ship out of the hangar.
Have a pleasant stay.
Alright, we're out of the hangar now. Where does it want us to go next? Follow the checkpoints out of location name. Okay, so we're going to look by moving our mouse and dragging, and it will turn our ship. Be careful with this, and don't run into anything or you will die. It will be a horrible death. Alright, now I'm just holding W and heading for that waypoint. If I hit Q, I will kind of roll back to the left, right? If I hit R, I will roll to the right. Okay, we want to go this way now. Whoop, 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 whoop. Now there are some settings I want to change in just a minute to help with certain parts of what we're doing right now. But we'll talk about those in a minute because I got to find them. Let's get through our tutorial here because I am a complete noob. Activate cruise control and maintain the current speed with left Alt plus C. Alright, so I'm going to hold Alt and I'm going to hit C. And if you notice, there's a little circle around my velocity thing here. So we're currently moving at 198 meters per something. We are in cruise control. If I hit left Alt C again, you'll notice the circle go away. There we go. That's manual. Let me turn it back on. Alright, we want to move towards this one. There we go. Checkpoint. Hello, Jimmy. Alright, to engage your afterburners while flying, hold left shift. Alright, so we want to go up. We want to hit our afterburners, so I'm going to hold shift. You can see the fuel thing pops out, the boost on the left. And we are going fast. Mama, I'm going fast. And we can see graphically, afterburners off. I'm going to hold Z and pan my camera up a bit. Afterburners on. And we start going faster. Now we've got some screen shake going on. That's one of the options I want to turn off in just a moment. We'll afterburner out here to this marker. We're doing the tutorial on the brand new account, Jimmy. Alright, our afterburners are out of juice. That's no good. Gotta let them recharge for a minute. Now I'm going to take this opportunity to show you the power screen. The power screen over here allows us to set power either to guns, shields, or afterburners. The default hotkeys for these are F5, F6, and F7. You can tap them and it will move towards that thing. Or, and F8 resets it to the center. Or you can hold it, I'm going to hold it on F6. And it will go all the way down to afterburners. F5 to go all the way to guns. F7 to go all the way to shields. I want it on afterburners. What this does is it will cause my afterburners to recharge quicker by diverting more of the power to the afterburners. To fly faster and use quantum travel, swap to nav mode by pressing B. This will disable your ship's weapons and shields. So if we look right here, we can see it says SCM guns. If we hold B, we are now in nav quantum, NAVQTM. Okay. Now for this, it wants us to quantum travel and reach Seraphim Station. All right, let's look right up here. There's Seraphim Station. So we'll put our little. There we go. Your quantum engine requires spooling first, then it requires calibrating to be able to quantum leap. But once you have it all ready to go, you hold down your left click, and quantum will be engaged. And we'll travel really far, really fast. Okay, now we want to reach Seraphim Station. Be careful when doing this portion. If you run into that station, you are going to explode. It's not going to be a good time. Every planet has well, the main 4 planets all have a city on the planet, but then they have an orbital spaceport like Seraphim Station out in outer space. Now, if you'll notice this little crosshair looking doohickey right here, that tells you where your ship is going if you maintain your current speed and direction. We are now at 7K. So once you are within 10K of any object, you can begin hailing them. So I could contact the comms channel down there and ask them for a place to dock. The tutorial is telling me to land. I'm going to use the hotkey Alt-N.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
So he said, proceed to the assigned landing bay. I can see gateway is granted. So now I'll look for the little blue icon for where I'm supposed to go. There it is. So we want to fly right over to here. Here's our small hangar. I'm going to put out my landing gear. The landing gear will actually work as a brake, and I'm probably going to wreck several times as I do this, just so you know, because I still suck at this game a lot. Alright, there's our hangar. We're going to go into third person and just kind of come on in here. You don't need to put your landing gear out. This is just something that makes it a lot easier for newer players to slow down, because while there is a quote-unquote brake, the best way to brake in zero gravity is to thrust in the opposite direction. Okay, so we'll come in here and we'll just start to lift up our nose and bring our butt down by hitting control. We'll kind of drop in here. There we go. We'll bring it on over. I got a little too high there. Back her up, back her up. Oh, we're getting a little crazy. Let's drop her down. And we did it. Huzzah!
Pleasant stay.
So, let's say you now want to shut your ship down. If you press I, it will turn off the engines right here. Not the whole ship, right? So I.
Engines offline.
My engines are now offline. If I want to shut down all power, I can hit U.
All systems.
Or I can leave it running, and I can just hold Y, hit Y, and hold it. You want to hold Y, and get out of the captain's seat. And we'll be able to walk to the back of the ship and exit the ship. Yay, we've completed our first flight. Store the tutorial ship at Seraphim Station, okay? So every station will have a very similar hangar layout. We'll have our storage access, and then we will have our hangar services. In this case, we want to access the hangar services, and we want to store this ship. And it's very loud, and it's a very long animation, but basically it's being taken down below. Goodbye, little ship. It was a pleasure to fly you for the first time. Be good. Okay, it wants me to check my journal. So Moby glass it up. Here we go. F1. Journal. What's going on, sickness? Alright, so welcome to the verse. We got interaction mode. The universe of Star Citizen is a dynamic place, providing players with the ability to interact with much of the environment around them. The foundation of this ability is the game's interaction mode. If you are in range to interact with an object like a door or item of food, a prompt will appear above it. If you hold the interaction, a pop-up menu will open showing additional interaction options. When interacting with an interface, you can also scroll through the list of available options on the display. For example, you can scroll through the list of floor options while interacting with an elevator panel. For all manners of interaction, you may prefer to use different keybinds. To view all the keybinds or adjust them, use the keybinding tab of the options menu. Let me warn you, there are a massive amount of keybinds in this game, like nothing you have ever seen in your life, I promise you. Alright, what do we got here? Shopping and inventory. The universe of Star Citizen has many unique pieces of equipment and clothing for you to use. These items may be looted from adversaries, but can also be purchased from the numerous stores around the verse. Specialized stores at major landing zones tend to have the necessary stock to cover your basic needs, whereas quieter areas might have unique variants or niche equipment. To buy an item on display, approach it and an information box will appear. You can also browse items on the shopping kiosks. While these kiosks are not as hands-on, it is easier to buy goods in volume through the kiosk interface. Kiosks also give you the option to choose where the items will be delivered, either to your local storage or directly to your personal inventory. To sell items, make sure that they are in your personal inventory, local storage, or are cargo on a vessel stored at the location. Then you can interact with the shopping kiosk at a store and use the Sell tab. From there, you will be given options to select which items you wish to sell. Not all stores will purchase all items. Personal inventory. Your personal inventory is the storage on your character. You can use the storage to arrange and organize your items, transferring them between your personal storage and local storage, or equipping them to your character. Take note that certain items have requirements for when they can be equipped, such as armor needing to be placed on an undersuit. All inventories have a capacity bar near the top that indicates how much they can store. Your local storage is unique to the current zone that you are in. For example, if you're on Microtech, you will no longer have access to all of your Area 18 storage. I put the all in there for some reason, I don't know why. Anyway, while local storages are significantly larger than personal inventories, they still have their own maximum capacity. As you accumulate a high number of items, you can use the tabs at the top of the local inventory window to filter through specific categories of items and equipment. Vehicles also have their own storage capacity. This inventory is not shared with any other players aboard and remains accessible to you while on board the vehicle or while that vehicle is parked at your current landing zone. Remember, when you get into dangerous situations out in the verse, you risk losing your items. Things in your personal inventory at the time of your death will remain on your corpse and will need to be retrieved. The same is true when a vehicle is destroyed. There is a chance that other players will find and claim your lost items before you can. Anything in storage at a major city landing zone is safe regardless of what happens to you or your vehicles. There's your item tutorial. Okay. Traversing the verse. I don't know if I want to read all this, man. This is a lot. All right, I'm going to burn through it. We're going to do it. I said I'll do it all. I'm going to do it all. Tutorial, Traveling the Verse. Congratulations, you've completed the Star Citizen tutorial and are ready to explore the universe. Now it's up to you to decide what your life in space will be like. The Contracts app on your mobi-glass contains many different opportunities for you to pursue, from the simple delivery missions to dangerous criminal jobs. Work hard and you can build your reputation with different organizations to gain access to more rewarding contracts. Whether you choose to live a life of crime or hunt down bounties and enforce the law, it's up to you. However, if you'd rather forge your own path, feel free to use the map in the mobi-glass and explore all of the Stanton system has to offer. Not all of the. Anyways, from the snowy wastelands of Microtech to the floating cities of Orison, there is still much for you to learn and discover. If you ever need further assistance, you can seek guidance of experienced players through the guide system on Spectrum, which is on the Roberts Space Industries website. Read the helpful posts in the online knowledge base or ask for a helping hand in chat. Your journal is also a valuable resource containing entries that summarize and elaborate on everything covered in the tutorial. But once you venture beyond the major cities and space stations, take care. Outside of these protected armistice zones, you will encounter many dangers in the search for profit. Wherever your next steps take you, safe flying. Practice makes perfect. If you're interested in practicing flying or experiencing combat without risk to your ship, Star Citizen features an arcade mode called Arena Commander as an option in the game's main menu. Your mobi-glass is a personal computer features a variety of functions and apps essential to life in the verse. Below is a list of the apps listed in the order that they appear that are accessible via the icons at the bottom of the mobi-glass. Now, we already went over all of that. We talked about home, health, comms, all that good stuff, so fortunately we don't have to read all this. All right, cool. We're done. We did the tutorial. It only took us like 25 years and 43 minutes. It's great. We started off this particular account with the most basic of base ships, the $45 CO Mustang Alpha. Okay, so we need to claim that bad mamma jamma.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle
So right
retrieval
here,
system.
this is our actual ship. We're going to have it delivered to this place. Request delivery. Go back. We're going to retrieve. Wait, before we retrieve it, I want to
Please
see.
visit us again.
Press. Come in
Goodbye.
here. Come to vehicles. We should now be able to select it. There we go. And right now we've got what is flare item hanging? I don't think we have that. Anyway, we get a 3D view of this ship. Okay, this is what our ship is going to look like. It's got various systems. This lets us look at our coolers, at our power plant, our quantum drive, our shield generators. If we go buy new versions of these things to equip, we can upgrade our ship. For example, if we wanted to go get new turrets, we could go replace these turrets. It tells you what size they are and all that good jazz in here. It's got some room, it looks like, for a missile rack. I don't know. We're not doing any of that. And then here's where you go if you want to change paints. I actually have some liveries, but they're on a different planet, so we'd have to go back and get them. So let's go ahead and get our ship.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval
Retrieve
system.
it.
Vehicle select. Your
And let's go do our
vehicle has
first
been
mission.
delivered to the following location. Please visit us again.
Now, while that's coming up, I want to change a couple of options, I think. So let's come in here to options. Let's come in here to key bindings. And like I said, there are a lot of key bindings. If you look, almost every key on your keyboard does something. And this is just in flight mode. On foot, they do something different. Okay? So I want to come into advanced controls customization. And the first thing I want to do is I want to come down here and on foot. I want to change crouch right here to left control. Yes. I want to change prone to C. Yes. There's something else I want to change. I think it's page up, page down. Right here. Weapon zeroing increase or decrease. Mouse wheel down. Zeroing increase. Mouse wheel up. Yes. The other thing, I don't want to ever change my movement speed again, I don't think. But we'll mess with that later. I think that's all I need for right now. So we'll click back on... No, that's not all I needed. I lied. I want to come here and I want to change... Is that in here or is that in game settings? I think it's in here. It's in here. Advanced controls. Where is it at though? Vehicle's cockpit. So open, close, all doors, toggle. I'm going to set this to shift mouse button 4. I'll show you why in a moment. Light vehicles targeting. Is it flight targeting? Is there a flight targeting? Yeah, it might just be vehicles targeting. Might be right here. Hold on. Pins. I don't need pins. We want to right click these. Select. Right click. Select. Right click. Select. We're going to undo those because I'm not going to use those. I want those hotkeys for something else. Unlock, enable, look ahead. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Scanning, salvaging, turret movement, turret advanced. Light HUD. I'll have to remember where I put the rest of these in a little while, I guess. Oh, where is the one? Right here, docking. Invoke docking. So I like to set this to my number pad. Light movement. There's several different things that I like to change on this. Right here, G-force safety. We want that to be toggled off, hopefully. I'll go change that in the game settings in a minute. This right here, request landing. This is the one that we also want to set to number pad. I might want to set the other one back. I can't remember. It's been a while. I'll mess with the rest in a minute. But I'm looking for the pip settings, and I can't remember where they are. Sickness, do you remember where the pip settings are in hotkeys? Right here, pips. Pip fading, off and on. Pip fading, toggle. We're going to turn... No. Pip fading, right here. I want this set to... insert. Gunnery magnification on. Insert. There's another one that I want, but I can't remember what it is. I'll have to think about what the other one is later. We'll leave it at like that for now. All right, let's get going. I want to at least get our first mission knocked out within our first hour, because that's going to be our first YouTube video for this. So I've never flown this ship. I don't know where all the entry points are. All right, so we got a ladder on it. Legit. We'll check out the rest of the ship in a moment. But first day, first thing we're going to do, we're going to turn on the power. Our engines are off. We're going to turn on our engines.
All systems operational. You are clear to launch.
We're going to request takeoff.
Launch complete.
We're going to look up. I hope this ship is a... Oh, wow. This thing looks crazy. Looks like some kind of an insect. Does this... Do those wings come down? I've never flown this ship, so I don't know anything about it. All right, we're going to turn on our
Thank you, and please visit again.
auto cruise control thing right here. Get some speed. A fast little bugger. All right, we're going to come in here and we're going to do F2. We're going to come down to contracts. And we're going to go under offers. And there are two types of contracts that I want to start out doing. Bounty hunting, which will require us to do a basic mission. Now this is going after a player, Surfapper the Third. Or we can do permit certification, which is going to require us to go after a very low risk target. It's going to cost us $500. So we'll take that one. And then we're going to also do a mercenary mission. Security work for Crusader Securities. And we may get killed because I have no armor right now. So we're going to actually go after the bounty hunter mission first and see where that takes us. So we are now up in the air, far enough away from the planet, I hope. Maybe not. Maybe we just stopped again, which is what looks like happened. Now we're good. Okay, so as we want to travel around, we need to be able to, like the place I'm trying to get, you'll notice that its icon is red, Daymar. That's because there's a planet between me and it, and that's why it says right up here, obstructed. So what you need to do is look for these little icons, which can be either moons or other planets, but there are some of them that are called... Well, there's not one here. I'm looking for an orbital marker. Anyway, we're going to work towards this one. It should get us past the planet. So we're just going to spool up and calibrate, not collaborate. We'll start warping, and as I pass the planet, or in this case go through it, I can hit U and turn my engines off, and I will come out of my warp.
Welcome. Your journey begins now. All systems operational.
Okay, now we're no longer obstructed, and we can warp to Daymar. Daymar is one of the moons in this area. So apparently we got to go track down this hostile target on a moon. Let's go.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel.
It didn't work. So we're spooling. We're spooling. Spool! Spool faster, Cal. What? It's not failing. Oh, did it fail that time? Or no, we're not going. What's happening? Bro. Let's try this one more time. That's 3 attempts so far to quantum. Quantum? There we go. Third time's the charm. Just like trying to record this video. All right. Let's see how long it takes us to go from our fragile beginnings of a brand new account with 40,000 to a beast. All right, so we've got to go over here to this Shubin mining facility. So we're going to warp again. We're getting ever closer to our target. I don't know if we're going to be fighting a ground fight or if we're going to be doing a dog fight. But it's going to be interesting either way, and we're going to give it our best shot. Here's to hoping that we don't die. But I strongly suspect I'm going to die. Because that's just the way, you know, if we're going to make a video for YouTube, that's the way it's got to be. So while you are piloting a ship, you can press L to turn on your lights for outside. Unfortunately, they have not given us a button to turn off the lights that are inside. So when it's dark, it really sucks to fly ships. If you are flying and you hate this screen shake, don't worry, so do I, and I'm going to turn it off in just a minute. But if we hit tab, we can get a view of the ground. There's Hideki, guest. We're going to hit T and target him. Maybe. We're going to... bad things are happening. There we go. We got our targeting screen. Am I actually targeting him? I can't tell. Oh, we got to go into gun mode. That's why we're not targeting this guy. All right, we got badgers. We're 5 kilometers away and we're... Oh, hi. What's happening here? What's Hideki guessed over there? I guess we don't even need to kill this one. We just need to kill that one. Okay, so we want to shoot the circle. The circle is showing... Hi.
Shield hit.
We are now strafing. I'm going to put all power to shields. Just because I'm not too worried about my guns at the moment, and I'd rather not lose our first battle. There's a higher chance of me hitting the ground than there is dying to them. I don't have any missiles, right? No, I don't. So the less visible your ring, the less you're hitting them. And my badgers are recharging right now. And I'm not hitting anything. Am I still not hitting anything? Hello? Recharge guns. We might need to turn the zoom magnification down a little bit for guns. We're really zoomed in right now. Okay, so you can kind of see down there in the corner that he's lighting up as I hit him. His shields are down. And I'm staying really far away because I'm super scared right now. Because I've never flown this shit before. And if they wreck into you, and they will, you're dead. The NPCs do not mind suiciding onto your boat. Be aware. He's coming right for us. If you look on the lower left-hand panel, you can see our shields. Our shields are doing fine. We're tanking this guy, so we're just going to chill and shoot. We're going to try to shoot his engines out. I think you can hit R, right, to target specific parts of their ship. Yeah. I just learned that today, by the way. So he's trying... Alright, he's going down. He doesn't even know it yet. He's dead and doesn't even know it. But he's got a sidekick and I don't. So, you know.
Target has been destroyed.
No, I hit him.
Systems destroyed.
No.
Engine systems destroyed.
We're screwed.
Engine.
We knocked off one of our wings. We're going down, boys. How do I bail out? How do I eject? Sickness, help me. Hold on. There's a hotkey for ejecting. So you saw our screen went black. That's because mouse 3, Y. Or modifier 3, Y. Hold on. Options. Key bindings. Right here. Y. Modifier 3. So right alt and Y. Right alt and Y. We have ejected. The reason our screen went black is we were spinning so fast that all the blood went to our head. Do I have a parachute? Because, or am I just chilling in space? I think I'm just chilling in space. No parachute. So, this is not going to end well for us, but this is a great way to end our first episode of a brand new blank account in Star Citizen going from 0 to hero. So, YouTube, there's our ship. Bye, ship. As always, if you liked it, like it. If you'd like to see more like it, click that subscribe button, bell icon for notifications, and remember that I stream all of this content live on Twitch TV. Come watch me take this account from 0 to hero. I'll see you in the next one. Laters, YouTube.